get into today's look now for the next part of our Galaxy series. Let's see. This thing never pops up on time. All right, so I'm thinking I want to use, I feel like purple would be mad cute instead of a green. So let's do this. Mm, Hi, how are you doing? Hi everybody. So we're gonna go into today's look as fast as possible because it's a beautiful day outside and I want to get my kids outside. But everything is great. How are you doing? We're about to go into the day two. It's really day two of our Galaxy series. So I saw a lot of people who say do an alien. So I'm gonna try my hand at that today. I did a look maybe like almost 3 years ago, but it was with It the Clown. So I want to kind of do a similar look or concept that I had. So we're going to go into that. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay my brows down for this look though. But how is everybody doing? What time is it where you are? What are your plans for today? It's Saturday. What's the weather like? Because I know for some people it's kind of like, girl, I got no plans because the weather is crazy. So let me hear it. Everyone is great here. I want to get them out for some ice cream today. I definitely want to do that. All right, so cool. So I have my brows down. I want to work on the alien side first before I do anything. So my goal right now is to lay everything down. So I'm going to take my white eyeliner, gel liner pencil. You're going to a birthday party today? Ooh, tell the person I said happy birthday. All right, so let's see how I want to do this. And I kind of want to take it diagonal. Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to go, it's being pushed up. So I'm thinking I want to take it like this and then bring it inwards like that. Come around here. And I'm going to connect it here. So that's kind of like the shape I want to go for because I kind of want it to look like it's hidden, if that makes sense. Yes. All right, and then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in my brow, not in a particular way either. I just want to go ahead and lay this down so that way when I go to put my concealer on, everything is blended. I know some people are busy today. It's Saturday, and I know people want to get out. I just want to come on here and do another look with you guys. All right, so cool. We got that one there. And now let's go on to the next part. Hopefully a lot of people can catch this look today because I think I might take a break tomorrow for sure. Hi, how are you? Okay, so now I want to go into my concealer. So this is going to be the fun part. We're literally just going to cover this all up. Hi, how are you? Hi, Madison. Let's see. Hi, everybody. All right, so I normally would take this all the way down, but I'm not going to do that today. It is. I've either used like the actual glue stick or I'll just use like my NYX brow glue. Both of them work really well. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you, girl. I promise you, like the look is going to go by really, really fast. That's kind of why I'm starting with the alien side today. Because then the other portion is just going to be like straight glam. It's going to be kind of like it's hidden. Like I'm revealing a mask, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm doing today. What's my favorite artist? What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean what's my favorite artist? As far as music, makeup, you gotta be more specific with that. You gotta try it. I promise you it's really, really easy, this look. That's why I like coming on here to show you guys this too. You love my mirror? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So what time is it where everybody is too? I know it's 12:03 here. So I like to always ask you guys what time is it where you guys are. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Madison. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm laying my foundation down. Well, this is really concealer. When I say foundation, I just mean the base for what we're going to be doing. And the alien I'm going for, I don't want it to be scary or anything like that. I just really want it to be like a glam. 11:03. Okay, an hour behind, period. Thank you, Brian. 12:04, period. 9:03 in California. Okay, so I got a lot of people in the US today. I like that. All right, cool. So let's come around here. And then I'm just going to take my brush and kind of start blending all over the face with this. So let's do that. And today's look, like I said, we're doing an alien theme. Yesterday we did a galaxy theme. So I'm hoping that while we're on here, you guys can help me out with tomorrow's look if I go live tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then for sure Monday for the looks that we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to cover this up. You watch me like every day. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let's see. Alien. Yes, we are doing an alien today. I'm not going to go with the typical green alien look. I actually want to use a purple. I feel like that'd be really, really cute. So that's kind of why I'm doing all this right now. I'm setting the base for it so we could do this alien look. Hi, how are you? You love me? Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate that. All right, let's get on the nose too. Mind you, I just use concealer to cover up everything. And the good part is no matter where I get it, I'll just wipe it off. So we're fine. Hi, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. All right, so now that we have the base on, I'm going to start going into the purples and stuff in a second to do everything else. I wasn't going to do an eyeshadow look with this because I really don't want to. So I'm trying to figure out. I might. If it's going to be a glam alien, what do y'all think? Should we do eyeshadow for this alien or no eyeshadow? What are you thinking? Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, look, what we're doing. So we're doing an alien today. We're doing like half glam, half alien. So I wanted to make sure I laid the base down for that. Yeah. So this will be the side of the alien. Let's see. Eyeshadow. Okay, cool. Purple. Yes, that's actually the color that we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be using a purple. So what I want to do first, I think since we're doing that purple, I'm going to take like the deepest shade that I can and start contouring with that first to lay that down. And for my brows, I think I want to do like circles, to be honest. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do I have a favorite look? Honestly, I do not. I kind of just come on here and you guys really help me create the looks, and I really appreciate that. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking I want to go into 2020. That's the name of the color in here. It's a purple shade. And I'm literally going to kind of just start blending it up into my brow. And I think I'm going to fan it out, kind of make it wispy. Let's see. We're not going to tolerate that kind of talk in here. So you got to go. Hi, thank you. You bet this is going to look good. Listen, I promise you it's going to come out well. Just trust the process. I know people's coming on here probably like, what in the world is going on? Just trust the process. All right, so I'm thinking I want to flare it out like this. I really want like a really bold look today. Really, really bold look today. But how is everybody doing? I know I came on here and I didn't really get a chance to really check on anybody like that. But how's everybody doing? What is this weekend going on like for you guys? What are the plans? I know I want to go out today with my kids, and that's really what I intend to do after our live today. All right, so we got our purple on here. And I'm thinking I want to go into a deeper purple right after this. So we're really going to like flare this out, really flare it out. Yeah. No problem. Is that makeup you use? Yeah, so I use concealer to set the base, and then I'm going in with eyeshadow. So believe it or not, a lot of what we're going to be doing on this side is going to be eyeshadow. You don't really have to go in with paint unless you want to, but honestly, the paint palette that I have is not that great, so that's why I really don't want to use it. All right, cool. So we have that purple on here. Now I'm going to go into ultraviolet. It's an even deeper purple, and I'm going to focus that right underward. Underwards? Is that a word? Underward? Yeah, something like that. Do a dark purple. I am. So the look for today is going to be like a really, really deep purple alien. So if you love the color purple, this look is pretty much for you then, because that's what we're going to be doing today. Really diving into the purples. I'm in the Morphe Abby Roberts palette too, by the way. So if you're interested in knowing what I'm using, that's exactly what I'm using. And I'm taking a really like tapered brush to make sure I can really get into my creases like so. So we're laying this color on here for sure. Hi Aniston. If you can, drop your name in the chat because I like to make sure I call people by their names. Let's see. That love the final look, Timothy working. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Curry, that's my last name. That's funny. Curry is actually really good too, by the way. I actually love me some curry. All right, cool. So we're laying this purple on here. Hi, Jayla. Hi, Kinley. Hi, Claire. Hi, Grace. Or is it Gracie? Hi, Harper. Hi, Madison. Hi, Dylan. Hi, is it Braylon or Breland? Hi, everybody. All right, cool. So we got the deeper purple on here now. And now I'm just going to work it further upwards before I actually go in and cut everything. Hi, Hannah. All right, so we got that on here. I think I'm going to go into a black next to really like deepen out this purple. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to cut the crease again too. So I'm going to take a black now. This black is literally called Bruh. Oh, thank you so much for tuning into my lava lamp look. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Heaven. Hi, everybody. All right, so now we're going to take that black and really, really deepen this up. And then, like I said, I'm going to cut the crease. And I'm just going to put like a really, really... Actually, I don't even know what color I'm going to put in there. I'm definitely... Maybe a lavender color would be cute. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now that we have this up here, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cut our crease. So I'm going to take my white concealer again. And the good thing about this look is that I don't really have to do much for it. So, yes, so we're doing a alien today. So half glam, half alien is the look for today. And I really wanted to go all out for this look because I was looking at alien looks, but I felt like none of them were giving the level of work that we've been putting in when creating the look. So that's why I really wanted to go over the top with this one and in real time. So can't nobody say, oh, it's a filter. It's not a filter. We're actually doing this in real time. All right, so I think I'm going to do like a winged cut crease for this look. So I'm going to take that out now and really flare this out. So kind of just following that as a guide. And then we're going to bring it upwards like this and really cut off the rest of that look. Yeah, just like that. So now we can go ahead and blend this part out. I'm going to use this brush right here to do so and go ahead and clean it up. Oh, thank you so much. You said you think I have the wrong shade. You think it's a bit too light. That's funny. All right, so now I'm definitely going to go in with a lavender shade for sure. But I think I don't know. I kind of like the white on here too. What do y'all think? Should I leave the cut crease actually white or should we go in with the lavender shade? Let me know. I'm gonna let it set first before I touch anything else. So another thing that I was thinking is that I want to do like dots for like my brows. Should I go in with a yellow? Should we do blue? Or should we do a pink? Let me know for the alien, for the brows, that is. Leave it white. Somebody said lavender. Okay, cool. So we have two options now. And then meanwhile, while you guys let me know what colors you guys want to see for the brows, I said yellow, pink, or blue. Pink. Okay, blue. I see pinks. Pink. Okay, and I'm thinking I want to do, so I'm seeing a lot more pinks than anything. Pink. Okay, cool. So we're saying pink. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pink shade that's on here. And I'm quite literally going to draw a circle in the front. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to make it as perfect as possible. And then I'm only going to do 3 of them though. So like one right in the front, like that. Then I want to do a really, really big one. So let's see. We're going to take that one here. Really, really big circle. Yeah. Let me know if you guys can see this too. I hope you guys can. I know once I fill it in, it'll probably be more prevalent. Don't worry though. I'm also going to shade it. I kind of like shading in like my circles and stuff like that because it just does something for the look. I feel like it makes it more noticeable. All right. So round it out a bit more. Doing this over hair is so interesting because some of my hair isn't laid down completely. So it's kind of like getting into it. All right, cool. And then I want to do another one in the back. As soon as I can make this circle as even possible. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. So we're doing an alien / half glam look. So kind of think of it as like an alien that's trying to walk the earth, but unseen. So this will be like my alien side, and this will be like the regular like human side. All right, so cool. We got the other dot on here now. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Outline the pink and yellow or blue. I'm going to shade it. So I'm going to make it kind of look like a ball for my brows. So I want it to dry down first before I do anything else with it. All right, so now let's go into the actual shading portion. So let me see, because I'm not mad at this already. Yeah. Under my eyes, I said I was gonna go into a lavender, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna take one of my brushes, maybe this one. No. I'm gonna use something else. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put makeup on the human side. Yeah, I am. I'm just doing this side first before I do anything else. So I'm gonna go into Nah, because that's what it's called. And it's like a lavender shade. And I'm just gonna start creating like a highlight under my eye where I would normally put this and start bringing it upwards. I'm also gonna bronze and everything. I just wanted to make sure that I went in with these shades first. So where I would normally put my concealer is the same place I'm gonna put this lighter shade on the outside. And then don't worry, we're gonna blend everything into. That's what I love about makeup too. Phantom of the Opera is definitely giving that. All right, so cool. We got here and we're really pressing this in. That's why I went in with the concealer that I went in with. Jesus loves you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm thinking for the eyes, should I make my lashes purple or yellow? What should we do with the lash color when we get there? I like to think ahead with these looks. All right, so cool. We got our lavender shade on here. And now I'm gonna go on my lip over the top. And then I think I wanna take a really, really deep purple, like somewhere in here. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I need to get them done realistically. It's been a while now. Purple, blue, yellow. Okay, I like those ideas. I did like the blonde lashes yesterday, and I actually really like the way that came out. All right, so now that we have that shade on here, I want to take because I know I would normally do a blush shade, but I'm not sure where I would put my blush at just yet. And I'm thinking a pink will still be cute. So let me go ahead and bronze. So I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm going to take a really, really like royal purple, kind of similar to the one that we had in the beginning. And just start dusting over where I would normally put my bronzer at. Okay, so let's see here. And quite literally just start dusting over it. And I think I kind of want to do a contour. I really want to do like a deep contour. So I'm trying to make sure that this shade is really like up here. Like that. Y'all see that coming together? This alien is going to eat down. It's really going to eat down. He says, I don't even need makeup. Thank you, Sarah. I don't do makeup because I need it. I do makeup because I love to. It's just fun for me. And then I like coming on here and you guys help me create the looks. All right, so we got the bronze on that side. And then I'm definitely going to contour, but I want to do like a really, really harsh contour. And I really want to make it like stand out. All right, so cool. We got that purple on there like that. Now I want to like drag it down. I really want this look to be like sunken in. So I'm going to take another brush. That one, I don't like the edges on that one. So let me see if I can do this one. No, not that one. I'm going to take this brush right here. Yeah. And kind of start drawing a guide for it. So I'm doing a alien glam. So if you don't know, if you're new here, we're doing an alien series pretty much. And what it is the first look I did was the galaxy. So now this look that we're doing today is still within the alien or like galaxy theme, but more so into like the creatures of outer space. So yeah, I want to do something like that. And then I'm going to go into another brush and kind of diffuse it out. I just wanted to create the guide for it first. Like that. I like the way that looks. And then let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to have to take another brush and really diffuse that out. I need a more buff brush. This is, girl, your daily basis is get up and go because you don't need that makeup. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't do makeup because I feel like I need it. I do makeup because it's my way of connecting with people that love artwork. And to me, makeup is seen. It's like an artwork. So I do it because it's fun. All right. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to like kind of do everything. Do yellow lashes with yellow lip liner. I was thinking about doing black lips, to be honest with you. I'm from the States. I'm from Virginia. Am I going to do my lips? Yeah. So there's a process here with all this. So the first thing I wanted to do was actually like do the base of everything first. So like right now I'm blending everything out, and I actually need to take that deeper purple again and really focus it in on the crease. And then I'm gonna go in with a purple shade in a moment to start buffing everything out again. So the purple that I'm gonna use, I'm probably gonna go into a different palette, I'm not sure. But I kind of like the way that blue is going in there, because there's a little bit of blue left on this thing. Let's see. You started doing makeup when you was 5. I started doing makeup around 16 or 17 years old. I'm trying to make sure I'm chatting with everybody too. So you think a pink lip? I could definitely do like a pink and purple lip or something like that. Makeup is so fascinating. Is like when you paint. That's the thing. I feel like with doing your makeup, like you just said, it's very similar to painting. So you can literally do anything you want on your face. Thank you, Jessica. Hi, girl. You're an artist. I love that. Let's see. I'm really pretty. Thank you, Amy. You're really pretty. Slay. Thank you, Steven. Hi, everybody. All right. So now that I have that color on here, I am actually going to make sure that it's dispersed properly. So in order to make sure that I have a nice like chiseled look, I'm going to go back in with that concealer, go right underneath it, and then follow the guide that I have like that. And then we're going to take that brush and we're just going to blend it down and out the way. And then I think I want to take maybe that same lavender shade. I'm not sure because my alien's really supposed to be purple. So that's what I really want to get into. So let me make sure that this looks cohesive in every other space. But then again, I'm not, like I said, I'm really not mad at the way the rest of this is coming out. So I think I want to take maybe that lavender shade again. Hi, how are you? How are you guys? I appreciate you guys tuning in with the girl again. All right, so we got this blended out now. And then now I'm just going to wait for it to dry. Yeah. And I'm going to go back in with that lavender shade and start making sure everything else is blended out together and looks cohesive. I definitely want to take in a blush, but I'm not really sure where. And up here, I'm definitely going to put something up there, just not sure yet. So let me go back into that lavender shade. I'm gorgeous. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You said this is so pretty. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I wanted to do something different for today's look since we're doing the outer space theme, and I felt like this was going to be a perfect start for it. So all right, so we got that one here, and now I'm going to go under here to finish everything out and start blending. So I'm just going to take this lavender shade again on the outside. Let's see. You love to do makeup, girl. Me too. Happy birthday, Anna. Thank you, Claire Bear. Let's see. Hi, everybody. So pretty purple looks really... Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You was here for the Galaxy yesterday. Well, then you tuned in at the perfect time because we're still on the Galaxy series, but this time we're going the alien route in our series. All right. So we have that there. And I'm thinking I want to put something here, but I'm not really sure what. Maybe I might just define the line with a little bit of black just so it looks like it's really sharp. Do the nose. I will. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because I'm not really sure of that. But I may just make like a black line and make kind of like an alien nose. But I promise you, I'm going to do the nose. Hi, Jade. Do we need a mod? No, I think I'm good today. Thank you for subscribing, Savannah. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you're subscribed, thank you. So I'm going to take that black now and really just use it as a guide and start tracing over that line. Kind of like so, and it's really just making it deeper. And I'm gonna go down here, like so. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Once I get that up here. You love the makeup so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We are really getting into our Galaxy series. So if you requested an alien look, this one is for you. You are absolutely amazing. So also, if you're here and you want to see more looks created by stuff that you guys want to see, make sure you're subscribed because I like to do looks based off of what you guys recommend. All right, cool. So we got that now. I'm going to fill that in because I didn't even know that you can see that up there. That looks good. That looks really, really good. Hi, happy birthday to you. We'll be on the other half. So this is kind of like a mask. So if you think about it, think about like an alien being in disguise and like roaming the earth. So that's kind of like the look that I'm going for. All right, so for my nose, I think I'm just going to take the blacks and draw like a shape around it. So just like this, and really have a over exaggerated nose. All right, so I'm gonna stop right about there, and I'm gonna just draw like an odd shape around the edges of my nose. So something like that. I wasn't thinking about a really cute nose because we're thinking about an alien here, and we really need this alien look to like give glam but spooky at the same time. So we're really getting into our alien look. So something like that. It's cold here. Where are you? If anybody could drop where you're from right now, that'd be amazing. What makeup brand do I use? So I use my own, and then I use various other brands. So for the eyeshadow, I'm using Morphe right now. That's all I'm using right now is eyeshadow. So for this whole look so far, I've used only eyeshadow. All right, so let's see. Let's get that point up there a little bit more. Let's run out the side some more. And then I'm going to fill in my nose with some purples just so we can make this look cohesive too. Let's see. Coming right here. Cool. Now we got that on here. So we got our alien nose. I know it looks kind of piggy, doesn't it? That's kind of funny though. Florida, Pasadena, California, South Carolina, North Carolina, New York, period, Michigan. I should do actress makeup. That would be kind of cool, right? Let's see. Hi, everybody, Providence. So I got a lot of people in the States now. It's hot where you are. I'm in Virginia. All right, so I'm going to take this dark purple now, and I'm kind of going to just start lining certain areas of my nose. I'm not looking for it to be cute, so I really need it to like kind of give something. So I'm going to start really defining it in areas. Let's see. Oh, period. I love to hear it. Like, what's y'all favorite thing to do in y'all state or y'all city? Like, let me know, or country, I should say too, because I know I got various people on here. Let me know what your favorite thing to do is. All right, so we got our nose. Now I'm just kind of blending it out on the outer corners. And I'm thinking I want to do maybe like a line down the center. And then I'm just going to make everything else kind of like a lighter purple on the inside. All right. Swimming, eat food, swimming, love the mirror. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So cool. We got that blended up here. Now I can go back in with that lighter purple shade. Archery. I actually wanted to try that. I feel like that's like so cool. Read books. You like to do makeup. You're my kind of person. Hiking. I actually want to get into that because I need to start working out more. So I'm looking into doing that too. All right, cool. So we got that up here. Now I got a contour up here. I didn't realize I didn't do that up at the top because we're trying to make everything look cohesive. All right, so I'm going to take this shade now and go at my temples up here. And I'm going to take a darker purple too. But right now, I just really wanted to focus this in here. All right, and then I'm going to shade out those pinks in a second. And then we'll be moving on to the other part of the look. Art, yes, I love it. I love it. You guys have some like stuff that I want to try too. Like, believe it or not, aside from just doing makeup, I have other stuff that I like to do too. Like, I really, really love cooking, and I also love like to draw, but I guess you can kind of like make that the same thing as what I'm doing here right now. All right, so let me go ahead and tap that right here. Let's take the darker one now and go over the edges like so. Yeah, I like that. And for the inside, I'm just going to go in between with a smaller tapered brush to go in between the actual brows itself to finish out the look. Okay, so now I want to take this brush. What's your favorite dish to cook? Race car. So I actually want to try that too. I want to go to like, what are those things called? It's not like I guess a go-kart place, but at the same time, like I want to race like real race cars. I feel like that'd be really fun. All right, so I'm taking that lavender shade again, and I'm pressing it in to create a gradient, and then we're going to move into the brows in a second once I get this in-between shade done. All right, cool. So we have that. Let's shade that in, make it a little bit more cohesive. Yeah, like that. All right, and we're blending upwards to soften that out. Let's see. Can I read yours? Okay, race card, the lips. We're gonna be doing the lips last. I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm really good at makeup. I've had a lot of practice. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. So I will say it takes a lot of practice, but I'm glad you guys are liking it right now. I'm creative. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It says I'm AI. That's insane. What are we doing? So right now I'm doing an alien on this side, and then I'm gonna take it in with a actually I might make this whole nose like a dark purple. We're gonna do glam on that side. All right, so now to deepen up the pinks here, I don't have like a dark enough pink shade in here. I have a deep red though to make it work. So I'm just gonna go around the edges and really start pressing that in to kind of give it like an orb look. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. No. And then here on the outside. Yes, son. What's makeup? I'm doing alien today, baby. Can I see? Not yet. Mommy's not done, baby. I'll show you in the end. All right, so now I'm gonna take this white. Let's see, my makeup is so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Where's the makeup from? So I'm doing Morphe. I'm doing my own. Yeah, those are the main things. All right, so I'm gonna draw like a little white line in different areas because I really want it to look like an orb. So yeah, something like that. All right, cool. So now for my nose, I'm actually gonna go back in and I'm gonna change that because I actually think the whole nose should just be like a dark purple. Hi, how are you? I know coming in here, if this is your first time meeting me, we do a lot of crazy glam looks here. So I'm glad you found me when you did. We are doing something very extra today. All right, so now let's just tap this purple on here. Yeah, I think making the whole nose a dark purple was a smarter move rather than trying to have like a contour to it. Yeah, I like that a lot better. A lot better. And then let me shade a little bit closer to the edge. And then voila, there. Okay, so let me see. What else are we going to do now? So for the eyes, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should even add like a little bit of blush. I didn't even think about that. What brush do I want to take? Because I've been using everything so far. Hi, it's your first time watching me. Thank you. I know you tune in at the craziest moment. If I had to pick one makeup look, what would it be? My everyday one. My everyday makeup look is doable for all looks. So I'm going to take this hot pink shade and I'm going to do a little bit of blush and literally just pat it on the inner corners or the outer corners of my face. Kind of like that. All right, so now what I think I want to do is I actually want to do more dots. So I'm going to take this pink shade and the blue shade, and I'm kind of just going to use the back end of it. So I'm going to use this part and I'm going to take this and just start drawing my dots. So I want to go here and then let's see. I'm trying to think of some other places to put it. I just really want this look to be different. What's your name to shout you out? You love my mirror. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so I want to go here again with that. Then I want to take my blue shade now. And I think I want my blue shade to be a little bit bigger than the other circles up there. Hi, EJ. Do I prefer liquid or powder makeup? Both of them. All right, so let's see. I want to take another circle. I think I want to do a pretty big one here. This one is by Shot Miss A. These are their Eyes on Me Vivid Liquid Liners. They're only $1. All right, so we got our circle now, and then we're gonna fill it in. And I think I'm gonna go in with the white in the center, and that white one is gonna be like the biggest one in the center. Yeah. Yes, we love to keep it positive in here. Honestly, with the negativity, if anybody comes in here being negative, we just block them and kick them out because I like to keep a positive, creative space for everybody. I just feel like it's just keep it cute. Hi, Anaya. Hi, is it Gyra? How do you say your name? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so now we got, let's see, the blue on here. I'm gonna do another circle, but closer to the smaller pink. And then I'm gonna fill in the inside of the pink because that one did not do like a complete circle the way I wanted it to. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We still got to do the glam side of the makeup look too. So don't worry. We're finishing up the alien side very, very shortly. We got to do our lips. I got to put on lashes. So we still got a bit to do, but not too much. Not too much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the other circle on that side. And then I want a really, really big circle in the center. You subscribe? Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. It's your second time watching. You got to tell me your name. All it says is I see Sephora as the first part of the name. So if you want me to shout out your name, you got to tell me your actual name. Hi, Ava. Hi, Scarlett. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jaira. Okay, there you go. Thank you for helping me pronounce it. How do you sub? So that pinned comment right there that says Imani, that's actually my real name, and that's everything on my channel. So if you want to be able to come back and help me create more looks, then that is the way to do it. All right, so cool. We got our circle up here. Now let's move on to the one in the center. And I think either, which one should we do for the bigger circle in the center? Should we do a white or should we do a yellow? What are we thinking? Hi, Kinsley. Hi, Adlet. Let's see. I don't know. I would love to travel everywhere. Hi, Lily. Pink, blue, and purple. I don't have a purple liner. That's the only thing. You subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I see white. I see yellow. Hi, Andre. You subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I see yellow, white. Hi, Janelle. Maybe a yellow. I'm seeing like a even response now with it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, Andrew. All right. So I'm seeing a lot more whites than anything. So we're going to go in with the white. Are you mixing colors? And when you're going to finish, what do you mean? Am I going to mix the colors? What do you mean by that? All right, so we're going to do one big circle right in the center. Just like that. And then for my lashes, if you guys can, one more time, tell me what color we're doing for our lashes so I can go ahead and start prepping those. I'm going to start shading under my eye in a second too. All right, so now that I have this up here, we got our circle. I'm thinking on the top, I kind of want to do something with another pink liner. And I think I want to do like some squiggly lines. All right, cool. So we got this up here, like so. And then, yeah, I'm going to take that pink in a second. Hi, Orla, pink and black. I don't have like a black liner, which is odd. Actually, I do, but it's not going to transfer the way I want it to. Hi, Alora. Thank you so much. You subscribed. Thank you thank you, Pauline from Scotland. I appreciate that. Royal blue for lashes. That would be pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Malia. Yellow, pink, pinks, and yellows. Okay, so let's see. We're going to have to figure that part out. All right, so I want to do maybe like inside and come around. Same thing under and come around. Something like that. I think that looks really, really pretty. All right, so let me come back because my lines weren't the way I really wanted them to be. Yes, I did. I'm saying everybody's names. I thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, Caitlin. All right, so let me bring this one up now and around. And let's see. I gotta make sure it's super dry too before I move on to like closing my eyes and stuff. All right, and then we got down here and up here like that. I really like the way that looks. That looks really, really cute. I'm trying to see if I want to take it all the way in too. Might as well, right? Yep, that looks cute. So we're going to leave that alone up there. Yellow. I'm seeing a lot of yellows. So yellow lash, that's different. So I also have like my blonde lashes from yesterday right here, which I feel like will also be really cute. I don't know what just fell, guys. I'm always dropping something. Oh, it was just a brush. Okay, so for the inside of my eye, I want to do, let's see. I'm thinking about doing like a certain shade. I'm not sure yet though. Let me see. Because I want to go over the top, but I don't want to do the most. But I mean, I feel like if it's an alien, you have to do the most. Okay, so the best way to do this is, let's see. I'm going to start off with my, where's that little tiny brush that I have? A yellow lash, yes. If you put water, it's gonna come off. I can go dunk myself in water, but a lot of the makeup products that I use are waterproof. So unless I go to scrubbing my face, it's gonna stay on for the most part. All right, so let's see. Let me take that deep purple shade, and I kind of want to do like a cat eye in the center, like this. And then I'm gonna take a deeper shade in a second too and outline it. But yeah, I wanted to do like a cat eye. And all right, yeah, I like this. Okay, so then now let's go into a white on the inside. Actually, you love my channel, thank you so much. Hi Emily, you actually have the name of one of my childhood best friends. All right, so I'm taking that white on the inside like this. I don't know if you guys can really see it the way I have it up here, but I'm trying to make sure it's as noticeable as possible. I look pretty, thank you so much, I really appreciate that. And then now let me go into that fine tip brush that I had earlier, if I can find it. Y'all, don't be like me with makeup brushes. I lose these things often in front of me. The makeup is so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, I'm going to take the black now, and I'm just going to do the outer lining of it. And then I'm going to take some concealer probably just to clean it up because I really want it to be super sharp. Super duper sharp. All right, so let's take that concealer again and clean that up, and then we're gonna go into shading out the rest of the eye too. So quite literally take it like that. And what I like about using the concealer is that it's gonna blend right out, and then after I blend it out, I can go right back over it with the same purples that I was using from the beginning. Hi Orla, can I do a zombie tomorrow? So I'm doing a galaxy theme right now, and right now a zombie wouldn't fit that theme. So to stay on topic, I have 2 more looks in this series, and then we're moving on to the next. But if you would like to see me do certain looks like those, you got to subscribe, because for Halloween, I definitely plan on doing a lot more crazy looks. All right, so cool. So we got that on the inside, really sharp. Now I can go back in with that purple. Happy birthday to you. Hi, so what are we doing? So like I just said, we're doing a galaxy theme series right now. And in that series, we've done a galaxy already. And now we're doing an alien. And, ooh, nope, son, nuh-uh. All right, so let me see. I'm going to, where is my glitter? Where's my glitter? Hi, everybody. So let me take the top. And we're going to use some of this. And I think I just want to put some like right on my lid. I'm actually, wow, did I run out? This is my favorite stuff. Let's see. Hi. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Eva or Ava. We're almost at 200. Yeah, that's amazing. I really appreciate that. You guys are absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm going to take that loose glitter now. And I'm literally just going to pat it over the top. To me, it gives off like that galaxy star theme. Can you guys see all that glitter? Like, it's super duper pretty. And I'm literally just going to pat it on the inside. And, Kata, what did mommy say? You have one upstairs, son. Yeah. Yeah, you do that a lot. All right, so cool. We have our glitter up there. And now we said for the where did my lashes go? So I know we said yellow. So are you okay with like a blonde yellow, or should I add like more yellow? No, I'm not gonna put my kids on live. They're way too young, and there's some people that say some really crazy things, and I just don't want my kids exposed to that. So I don't know why, but I'm being led to put some dots on the nose. So I really want to do like a circle here on the outside. Mind you, this is a split look. So if you see half of my face undone, that's because the other side is about to be like complete glam. All right, so let's see. Let's get that half circle up here. And then I'm going to do a smaller one right underneath it. And then we're going to do like a really, really tiny one right here. Just like that. So I kind of like that for the alien look. Pink. Okay, wait. So wait. I'm confused now. So wait, we're saying pink. So are we doing like pink lashes, or are we going to do yellow? Mind you, it's only going to be one lash. So should we do pink lash, or are we going to do yellow? Hi, how are you? Planet Earth. I'm not going to do that today, but I can definitely add that to the list of things that we're going to do. I'm slaying. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm seeing pinks. A load of people came in and said pink. So let's just go ahead and make the lash pink. So I'm literally going to take the blonde that's already on here. I'm going to take some eyeshadow out of the palette. And we're just going to make that lash pink like everybody said. Oh, wait a minute. So now it's yellow. Lord have mercy. I don't know what to do. So yellows are pink. Yellow or pink. Yellow. I see yellow. Do yellow and pink. Let's see. Yellow. I'm seeing pinks again. Let me see. Pink, yellow. Okay, I don't know. I think pink is being outdone right now. I think everybody's like pink. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take that hot pink shade. I think pink, yep, pink is like literally winning right now. So, yep. So I'm just going to take my hot pink shade and I'm going to start tapping it on the lash itself. And don't worry, guys. If your recommendation didn't get put into this look, I promise you, we still got 2 more looks for this galaxy theme. And 9 out of 10, your look will be completed in that one too. All right, so we have a pink lash, as you guys can see. So let me go ahead and put on some lash glue. Let me straighten up my station too, because stuff will start falling if I don't. And then the last thing we're gonna do is lips. Oh wait, I do need a shade under my eye, but first let's do the lash. Okay. Half pink, half yellow. That would have been cute, but I already covered it in the pink, so I don't think it's gonna come out right now. All right, so let's put our lash glue on. Maybe I could do, okay, I got you guys. I'm going to do a yellow waterline then. I think that'll be cute. So I'm going to take my white gel liner and then I'm going to tap it with some yellow. And then we'll have a pink and yellow area for the eye. So I'm just going to take my white liner and start tapping, well, not tapping, I'm quite literally drawing on here. And going into the center. Now I'm going to go into the yellow like everybody was saying, and I'm going to put that on the waterline itself, so like right on top of that gel liner. So let me get my brush. I'm pretty, thank you so much. So what look are we doing? So I'm doing a galaxy series. Yesterday we actually did the galaxy. Today we're doing like an alien undercover hiding in plain sight on Earth. So it's like a half glam, half like SFX kind of makeup thing. I don't know if anybody's like familiar with that show Face Off, but that's kind of like the idea. So we got the yellow on here. That yellow actually really, really pops. You guys were super duper right about that. All right, so I'm not gonna take it all the way in because I kind of want that white to stay on the inner corner. But now we got the yellow here. Hi, Reef. Yes, you remember the galaxy? Yes, we did that yesterday. All right, so now I'm gonna take this really deep purple and I'm gonna start shading under that yellow and connect it to the inner portion of my eye. Just like this. So like that. And then once that lash glue dries, we'll put that on and then we'll move on to the other side in a moment. All right, cool. So we have this. Now for our lips. So I think what I want to do is I want to outline my lips in black for sure. Let me see. But I don't want like my whole lips. I kind of want like a certain shape. So let's see. What if I did like a circle like this, and then this is not easy with my mouth open. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hi, Brooklyn. Hi, is it Hamda? I'm 27. I'm 27. All right, so same thing here. And I'm trying to draw a circle, guys. All right, perfect. And do something like that. I didn't want it to be like lips. So we're going to have that here. And then I'm going to take that same purple shade that I had. And I think what I'm going to do is just make sure the outside is like more purple so it blends in better. You said I look like I'm 20. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said, what does this look? So like I said, we're doing a galaxy thing. This is an alien undercover. All right, so cool. We got that now. And now that I line my lips, I wish I had like another shade on here to do an ombre lip with. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out. All right, so next part. Oh, I almost messed up my gel liner. Let's see, what shade do I have then? I have a whole bunch of like liners in front of me, but I really want something that's going to stand out. What color should I put next in this? So we have a black. Should we do, like you said, pinks? Do the lips the same color as the dots? So I have a black for a reason, because I wanted some of it to stand out so you know it's my lips too. So what are we thinking? I'm cute, thank you. I look like I'm 17. That's cute. Oh, I didn't bring my tweezers back here. Did I move them again? Why did I do that? Oh no, I didn't. They're right here in my face. Oh no, I painted the wrong one. That's all right. So I'll just fix that. I thought I did the right one. I'm gonna take that, get some more of that pink again. I thought I had painted the right one. And let's see, blue, purple, dark purple. I like the dark purple theme. I think that'd be really pretty. Yeah, I think the dark purple will be cute. So everybody's saying blues too. Yeah, that blue, I feel like a blue would be nice. It's different. It might add to a contrast. I'm liking that. All right, so let's take this pink lash now and put it on. I already got my lash glue on. And quite literally, we're just going to stick it on there. And then do like this. Yep, so it's like right on there. So we got that now. And we're going to squeeze it together like so. All right, so everyone's saying purple, pinks, purple, blue. Let me draw on a little bit of blue first to see what that looks like. And if the blue's not like popping the way I want it to, then we'll just change it. All right, so I'm going to take that royal blue shade and just tap it in the center. It's different. Let's see. And then come here. I actually like the blue. Yeah, I actually like the blue. Okay, so we're going to keep that. And do like this. And same thing here. And then I'm going to take that purple shade in a second too and fix that around my lips. That looks really cute. That's really, really different, guys. You guys are onto something here. You guys are really onto something. Y'all did that. I love that. Okay, so let me see. For the center of my lips, let me see. I'm thinking I might even take a pink. I normally would never, ever, ever do this. So might as well do it today, right? This is a blush, by the way. So yeah, I like the pink. The pink is eating. Yeah, I like that. All right, and then let me fix the outside like I said I was going to. So I need to take my brush. Let me clean this. Is that the right brush that I want to use? No, I think the one that I want to use fell on the ground, but that's all right. So I'm going to take that lavender shade and just go around the edges and make sure that this lip is blended. All right, cool. And then I'm actually going to take like a gloss. So I don't know if you guys saw my last live. If you did tune in, I use this eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, and it comes like it dries down. It dries down, but then like it comes out looking like it's glossy. So I think I want to use that again. So let me, oh, there's a brush in here. That's why it's not closing. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Come here. So yeah, so I have this. It's going to look glossy, but it's not, I promise you. It's going to dry down. So I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I am not really a breakfast person. I'm more of a lunch girly. All right, so we're gonna do this on top of the lips. And I feel like that's really, really cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, same thing down here. And come up. Like so. And let me get that at the top. You subscribe? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Then the other side is going to be really, really like glam. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You says Orlaith. Is that how you say your name? Yeah, I'm not really a breakfast person. I'm more of a lunch girly. Like I love burgers. I love pizza. If I could eat that for breakfast, I would. Okay, then what mommy say? Thank you, baby. No. All right, cool. So we have that up here. What theme is it? So we're doing a alien galaxy theme. So now that we have this side just about complete, because I don't think I want to do too much else to it. Let's see. Should I add rhinestones? Because I do have rhinestones. I will say I do have that. I like to tell you guys I have those. Should we add rhinestones? If so, let me know where. Until then, I'm going to start working on my other brows. So I'm going to go in. What was that? That was just a regular brush. Let's see. Yes, no. People are saying no. We should leave it as is. All right, so let me go ahead and do this side of my makeup now. So now we're going to move on to the human side. And I'm going to fill it in. So I'm using the Sephora Collection brow pencil. I love this pencil down because it gives off like that micro brow look. It is one of my favorite pencils. And it's not black. It's like a granite ash gray. Yes, add them on the dots. I don't think I want to touch the dots. I think I like the dots the way they are. I feel like I always put a jewel in them. And then something about it afterwards, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm feeling it or not. I was thinking maybe like adding them along like the jawline or something. All right, cool. So we got the brow done. And let's see. So I'm going to go into my primer now. And that's going to be the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So we can go ahead and start priming his face. Does anybody... That's the spray. I always grab the wrong one. Put it under the waterline. I could. That'd be cute. Okay. I hear you. So let me get my primer on first. And let me set that into my skin. And then I think you're onto something. I think I want to do kind of almost like a teardrop method. So yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, so I got that underneath. I'm going to do some on my forehead. And then I'm just going to let that set in while we finish out that side. All right, cool. So we said underneath the eye. So I'm going to take some lash glue. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. So I'm thinking kind of just like teardrop like. Or I can do, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we could do maybe like 3 here. And then we could do 2 here. And then we could do 1 right in the center. So we're going to be over the top today with the jewels. So let's see. I'm going to take the smallest one here and put that right there. And then let's take another one, put that here. And they're almost gonna kind of look like scales maybe. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Okay, and rhinestones on the brows. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch the brows. I feel like the brows look really, really good the way they are. You guys gave the best recommendation with the pink on the brows. Let's see. I don't want to go over the top with the amount of jewels that I'm like placing in certain places. All right, cool. So we got that there. That is not turned the same way. Turn. There we go. All right, same thing here. And then we have the 4 right underneath. Hi, Nora. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much. All right, so I hate when they turn like that. All right, so now here. And then we have 3 more to put up there. So then we'll be done with the jewels and we'll be done with the alien side. And then we can move on to the normal human side. All right, and then let's grab that one. Turn just a little bit. That looks really cute. Really, really cute. A spaceship. So yes, I think that was the next most requested one was like a spaceship or a rocket ship. I think that'd be really, really cool. All right, cool. So we got that side done. Now let's zoom through everything else as far as on the regular side. So I'm going to take my foundation first to carve out my brows. You subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let's get through this next part. And this one's really, really simple. So if you haven't seen me do this, I normally create like bold glams, but I don't really often get a chance to show you guys like regular soft glams. And I think you guys have said that you do want to see more of those. So if you do, just let me know. I can definitely do more soft glams too. All right, so now we are doing the brow. I'm going in with my Timeless Beauty foundation. This one's in the shade Bronze Glow, and I like to do this one underneath because I am going to be doing some eyeshadow on that side, but nothing too crazy. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You said it looks like freckles. It does. I think that's the fun thing about doing like an alien. I feel like aliens, you can go over the top and do the most because they look unique. So you can really do whatever you want to do. What brush is that? So this is a Morphe brush, but it does not tell you which exact one it is, but it's like, it has a rounded edge. All right, so now I'm going to take my darker shade one of my same foundation. This one is Warm Mahogany, and I'm going to trace over the top. And then since we are doing eyeshadow, I'm going to do that last because I know with that one, it's not going to do too much. But I am going to take my foundation that I'm currently using, and I'm going to start tracing that line on the other side too, so we can start creating the shape. All right, so we got our brow done, period. You subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. All right, so now that we have our brow on there, it's time to start tracing around where we actually did the shape at, so that way we know where to stop with our makeup products. And quite literally, it's just tracing. So it's not going to take long at all. And it also helps clean up the look. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What blush did I put on the lips? So this is a black owned brand by Didi's Signature. This one is in the shade Pink Pop. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so now we're going to finish outlining, like I said. And you can kind of go over just a little bit, considering that I used a white liner. And I think I'm going to do some shading to make it look like my face is lifting in certain areas. I don't plan on doing another giveaway until I reach, or I hate to say until we reach 100K here on YouTube, because I feel like that one I could do a really, really big giveaway and do like multiple giveaways. All right, cool. So let's get this one here. And then the next part, I'm going to be taking concealer on some of these parts so I don't have to put foundation everywhere. Yeah, so that'll be the next time we do a giveaway at 100K. Put the gems in the line to separate the makeup. I don't want to overdo it with the gems. I feel like the makeup is going to separate it itself, kind of like it's doing. And I still have some shaded work that I'm going to do to kind of look like it's like lifting up on the skin. Hi, how are you? And then also, I don't want to run out of my jewels, because the way I do my jewels, I kind of just, I go wash my face and they just come off in the sink. So I don't want to waste them by doing that. But I do want to do a look where my full face is like just rhinestones. All right, cool. So we got the outline done now. And now we can go into the rest of our makeup look and cleaning this up. So that wasn't too bad. You subscribed? Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. So now we're going to go into our concealers. Since I already put my foundation on, I'm not completely done with my foundation, but we're just about done. So I'm going to go into the Bobbi Brown concealer. This one is in the shade Golden, and I'm going to put that right under my eye. I would normally put it under my chin and on my nose, but because I already have makeup there, it's no need for it. So we're going to go right under the eye. And then to highlight, oh wait, I got to do my nose just a little bit, like right on the bridge. And then to highlight, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Best Skin Ever. If you need a very, very good concealer, this is so good. So good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No problem. I really appreciate you guys' recommendations. You guys are actually helping me create this look more than you know. All right, cool. So we have that up here. Now I'm going to go into, I need to clean up my space first of all. I always do this and then I can't find nothing. So let me put my brushes back, because then I'm going to go into my favorite brush that I always use to blend out my concealers, if I can find it, because, oh, it's right here. You love my makeup? Thank you. I appreciate that. What am I making? So like I said, this is a Galaxy series. So today for the series, we're doing an alien. Yesterday, we did the solar system, which honestly, I think that'll be another look in itself to do, because technically we didn't do the solar system. We just did a galaxy. All right, so I'm going to take this now, and actually, no, not. I'm going to spray my face. I'm talented. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to take my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer Setting Spray, both, because honestly, if you don't have the primer, this doubles as the primer. And we're going to fin that one here. And then I'm going to go out and start blending out my concealer. My makeup looks good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you said my makeup is always eating. Because of y'all. Y'all really give me the best recommendations. Okay, so now let's blend out this concealer. And y'all know I like to take my stuff up at an angle, kind of like how I did on that side. So we're going to do the same thing here. And then I'm going to go into my blush right after I do this part. And then we're going to set and we're going to do eyeshadow next. And then we're going to put on our lash. I'm talented. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot more people on here than it was at first. So if you can real quick, let me know where you're from. What time is it? If you have any plans today, like let me know. Introduce yourself. My name is Imani. I've been creating beauty content for almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years next year. And at one point I was a makeup artist, but I went back to beauty content creating because I just like helping people. Yeah, keep going. Is it Kimberly? Keep going. I know on YouTube, like once you reach a certain threshold, then they'll allow you to do that. But don't quit. Keep going. All right. So now we're blending this out on the eyes. You subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. 12:04. It's 1:05 where I am. All right. So now that we have this up here, let's go into our blush. I'm gonna go into the ColourPop blush. This one is in the shade Wildest Dreams. I'm beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Going to eat at your Tia's restaurant? Oh, please give me some food. Give me some food. I am super hungry now and it is lunchtime, so I'm ready to eat. You subscribe? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend up my blush and then I'm going to go into bronzing. So what this is called pretty much is makeup underpainting. It's where you put all your wet base products on first before you like set and stuff like that. And I like doing this because it kind of creates like a guide for how my makeup is going to look. 12:05 in Iowa, 12:05, 10:05. You watching my videos? Thank you. It's 1:05 in the afternoon for me. And then as soon as I get done with my makeup, I'm going to take some photos. We're going to talk about how this look came out. And then I'm going to take my kids out to get some ice cream. I don't know where exactly yet, but I'm definitely going to take them out to get some ice cream. All right, so now we're going to go in for our bronzer. And we're going to start bronzing. 10:05 here in Washington. What's the weather like? I heard that it rains a lot in Washington State. But somebody was like, that's not always the case. But is it true? Didn't they film like the Twilight movies over in Washington? My name is Imani. So right there where it says subscribe here, that's my actual name. That's where you can find more makeup looks, tutorials, or anything that we really created together on here. So that's where you can find all of that. And then when I go live again, you guys will know, because if you're subscribed and you hit that bell, it'll notify you. That way you guys won't miss out on helping me out on the next one. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You live in Texas? I used to live there. I love Texas. I really, really love it. And I miss it. I'm not going to lie. If I had the chance to go back, I would. Thank you for subscribing. All right, so now let's bronze up our cheek. And then I'm going to go back into my foundation. And I'm going to put my foundation right underneath that bronzer before I set everything else too. All right. And now, yeah, let's do that. So let's see what I want to use for my foundation brush. Okay, I got that, and I got my foundation. I'll put one pump because I'm not doing both sides of my face today, just one side. My makeup is eating. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, so I need to clean my makeup brushes. So if you are into makeup, I need you guys to clean your makeup brushes. Do not use dirty makeup brushes. These, I used them yesterday, so that's why they look like this. But today, after I get off live, I'm definitely going to go over it, and I'm going to clean up my makeup brushes. All right, cool. So now that I have that up there, it's time to set. So I'm going to take my Revolution banana powder, and I'm going to start pressing that powder under my eye. And then we're going to move on to my Maybelline pressed powder in a second, too. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's the theme? So it's a galaxy theme. So if you're new here, I like to do series based on topics that you guys give me. I know we've done Lilo and Stitch. We've done, oh my gosh, we've done a lot of stuff. We did the Animal Kingdom. We've done like the Sky series. What else have we done? We've done a lot of things, honestly. So if you're new here, you're like right on time at the same time. So you can always go back and go look in the live section of all the looks that we've done. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It says, do I go live every day? Yes, I do. I go live every day at 12 p.m. my time. Let me clarify that, because I know I had people messaging me. It was like, girl, it's 12. And I'm like, yeah, it's 12 your time, friend, not mine. So I go live every day at 12. All right, cool. So we got that up here now. And I'm going to go into my bronzer. This is the Hula Caramel Bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm going to take that angle brush again. What was the concealer? So I used the Bobbi Brown concealer in the shade Golden first, and then I went into the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer, and that one's like 22.5 in. And that's what I use for the regular human side of my face. All right, and there we go for here. And I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Bella Blush to set that blush in a second. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, thank you. Do I have kids? Yes, I have 3 kids. They're 4, 3, and 2. Oh, my bad. They're 4, 4, and 2. However, my oldest is about to turn 5 in like a week, and my daughter, she'll be 3 in September. And no, I'm not going to show them. They're way too young to be on social media. What blush did I use? So I used the ColourPop blush. This one was Wildest Dreams for the liquid, and now I'm using the Juvia's Place Bella blush to set it in place like so. And then what I'm going to do next is my eyeshadow, since everything else is done. So I'm going to go into I normally would use a white concealer, but I'm not going to do that today because this one's going to be very neutral. So I'm just going to take some of that Best Skin Ever concealer that I had and do a little bit up there. And then I'm going to take a brush and blend that out so we can set the base for the eyeshadow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, I don't have any Rare Beauty products, but I definitely want to try them. Do I go into public like this? Yeah, sometimes, depending on what looks I do. Like for this, I would definitely go out like this for Halloween or for a carnival or something like that. But honestly, if I could be 100 with you guys, because it's way too hot outside, I don't really wear makeup like that outside right now, for the simple fact that, for one, I wear glasses and honestly I cannot see right now. But also I touch my face a lot when I go outside, and I don't want to get makeup everywhere. And then when I'm with my kids, I like to snuggle with them and I don't want to get makeup on them. But on a date night with my husband or something like that, yeah, I'll wear makeup. Maybe not this, but he's seen all of my makeup looks, to be honest with you, and he loves them all. Hi, thank you so much. One of my kids' names, they are Kaden, Naomi, and Cameron. All right, so now I'm thinking I want to do a very neutral look. So I'm going to keep it super soft on this look. So let me get my brush clean, and I'm going to use this. It's called Chalky. It's like a chocolate brown in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that on my lid. And we're going to go for like a soft glam on this side of the eye, since everything on the other side is like super, super glam. So we're going to keep it simple on that eye. Is that makeup hard to remove? Not at all. Quite literally, I use Clean and Clear to do my skincare routine. So honestly, once I get done with this and I take my photos, why is everything falling? I just go wash my face like normal. So pretty much anything. Like makeup is not hard to remove at all. Like literally, as soon as I get done with this and I take my photos and we talk about the look, I'm going to go like wash my face because I'm taking my kids out. No, I'm not going to do Labubu. Everybody always asks me that, but I didn't see anything with his character in itself that makes me feel like he's worth creating a makeup look over, because he's a very simple character. What's my inspiration behind the makeup look like this? So honestly, I got on live and I really just started creating series based off of what you all wanted to see. And you guys often recommend looks. So this is just one of the looks that was recommended. So when it comes to actually creating the looks, I often ask you guys, or I'll have an idea in mind. And that's pretty much where this came from. All right, so cool. So we got this brown shade on here. Super pretty, super, super pretty. And then now for my lid, I think what I want to do is I want to have something very, very simple up there too. I don't want to do the most. So where's that brush that I just had? I'm going to take that same brush that I used to blend out the concealer, put a little bit back on my lid, and then I'm going to go in with like a cream or beige shade, or maybe even like a nudish shade, because I kind of like this. I might even leave it where it is, honestly. Actually, yeah, I am. So I'm going to take some setting powder. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate that. You love my videos? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. No, but somebody asked me to, but okay, so I'm not going to lie, as a creator, not every look is meant to be created. Like if you don't feel like it makes sense to who you are as a person, then you don't have to do it. And I just feel like the yarn makeup wasn't my cup of tea. I couldn't get into it. Now everybody else doing it, yeah, it was beautiful, but for me personally, I wasn't into it. All right, so there we go with that. Now I'm gonna put on some liner. I'm gonna go into the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I'm gonna put that on the inside. I love this because it has a precision tip on here, so it makes putting on your liner so much easier. And I think for my waterline, I'm going to go in with a brown. I don't want to do a black. And this is just so I can keep it thin. So I like that. That looks really pretty. And then we're going to put lashes on too. So no worries with that. Oh, hi. Purpose, inspiration. You guys are literally the purpose and the inspiration behind all the looks that I create. What is my job? This. So I am an actual beauty content creator here on YouTube. I've been creating content for almost 10 years now. And honestly, I feel like this is the most that I've ever been able to and really engage with my amazing community that's on here. And you guys have really made me step outside the box on looks that I've created. Guys, hold on right quick. Count to 15. Just count to 15. I hear my daughter crying. Woo. Okay, this time I did not tire myself up or tire myself out running up the stairs. So my daughter, she quite literally, she's being a diva upstairs right now. She's mad because her brother's not letting her have her way. That's what it's like having kids, guys. You guys are probably hearing in the background too. I literally went to check on her and she's literally just in his face screaming. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, she's not unhappy. She's just a diva and she's mad that nobody's giving her way right now. All right, so I'm going to smoke out this brown. Guys, give me another 15 seconds. She's 2, but she's being a little diva right now. Give me one more second. Well, not one. Count to 15. Woo! Okay, I'm back. I shouldn't have to run upstairs no more. She was really letting my son have it. And he's just looking at her like, girl, please. All right, so I'm going to put on... No, you don't have to feel bad for me. They're babies. They're supposed to cry. That's what they do. I'm used to it, trust me. Half the time, they're not even really crying. They're just whining because they want me to let them have their way. All right, so... y'all, running up those stairs is no joke. I need to get into shape. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so now what we're going to do is put on our lash. And I think I'm going to put some on my bottom lash too. I said I was going to do something else. Oh, yeah, make it look like that my face is peeling. So that's what I was going to do. So I'm going to let that dry down. And I'm going to put some mascara on the bottom line. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What bronzer did I use? I used the Benefit Cosmetics Hula Caramel Bronzer. This. But I don't think they actually sell that particular formula anymore. When I went on their website, it was something completely different. So I'm going to have to check that out. All right. So now that we have our mascara on, I'm just waiting for my actual like lash glue to dry before I put on my lash. Okay, so because I kind of want it to look like it's being pushed so you can tell it's a mask, I'm going to go into... what are you doing? Okay, son, remember, nobody's in the kitchen, so you can't be in the kitchen by yourself. That's not safe. Okay. Thank you. Y'all, he will be 5 soon, and he acts like a whole teenager. He's just like, I'm just doing this. I'm just like, kid, you still have to ask. I need to know what you're doing so you don't hurt yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so now I'm going to go into Choco again. And I'm going to use like this smaller brush. And I'm going to kind of just start drawing like... I want it to look like my skin is kind of folding. Like that. Then I'm gonna do another one right here, like right in the center. And then one a little bit closer. So like that, like I want it to look like you're pushing the skin up, like if that makes sense. So like if I were to lift like that, it's gonna look like the skin is being pushed up. So let me add a little bit more shading in here. Yeah, and then same thing here and here. Then we're gonna go right around here. Hey, you're supposed to be upstairs, right, son? No, that's not safe, son. What did I say? Y'all, that's another thing I have to deal with my son. He feels like he's not supposed to listen to me as his mom. Oh my gosh. Where'd I get the makeup? So the eyeshadow palette, I bought that myself from Ulta. I bought it myself from Ulta. All right, so now that I have that like that, I'm gonna do an even bigger one on the outer portion, and then we should be just about done with this look once I put my lashes on. All right, so here now with the look. All right, cool. So now it looks like if you were to peel it, or not peel it, or like push it out the way, that's what it looks like. All right, cool. And that was easy. That's just like with a brown. So like if you were to like push it up like that, it looks like the skin is being pushed out the way. So that's what I wanted to go for with that. Now I'm gonna put my lash on the other side. And let me make sure it's good to go. This one is by Kiss. A lot of the lashes that you see me use, they'll be from Kiss. So if you go to a Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, or anything like that, you can find it there. So let's see. Yes, I would appreciate that if you did, because I would love to see you guys again in my next look. So let's put this lash on. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. Pull that out. So if you're not trimming your lashes, that's probably why your lashes are uncomfortable or they don't fit your eye shape. Always, always, always trim your lashes. All right, cool. So now we have this lash on. And I'm trying to make sure it's sitting in the right spot. It's being stubborn today. That's how I know it's time for me to like clean my lashes, clean my brushes. Whenever my makeup doesn't want to work like the very first time when I put it on, that's how I know it's time for me to start like straightening up my station. All right, cool. Uh-oh. Got a lash. Almost had a lash in my eye. And I'm going to put a little bit of mascara right underneath it. All right, cool. So now that we have this up here, like so, we have our human side and then we have our alien side. I don't have any mascara on the bottom portion of my eye. Let me put some gel liner. I'm going to go in with the white. Where'd I get the mirror? It was sent to me. So I get sent makeup and PR, and this was honestly sent to me by Profusion Cosmetics. It was their collaboration with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I got sent this mirror. I think you can still buy it if you go on their website, though. All right, so I'm going to put some gel liner on my lashes here so they're white. And quite literally, this is the look. So if I was to press like this, you can see the alien on that side and the human on this side. What do y'all think? Are you guys liking this? You said you should be a makeup expert for people. So honestly, the way I like to do it is I like to give free game. I don't have a problem with that. I feel like I learned that way. I'm self-taught. So everything that you see me do, it's my first time doing it, or quite literally, oh gosh, everything's falling. Or I taught myself a while ago. So if you want to learn how to do makeup, honestly, just subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of beginner-friendly makeup tutorials on my channel. I have over 800 something videos for you to learn from, quite literally. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know you were talking about the mirror. That's why I was trying to tell you that it was a PR gift. It came in a gift of makeup. That's where it came from. All right, so yeah, if you want to learn how to do any kind of makeup, just head over to my channel right there where it says subscribe. Like I said, my name is Imani. I've been doing makeup for almost 10 years, and I'm self-taught. And honestly, I just like to help other people learn how to do it if they want to learn, whether you're doing colorful glams or just an everyday look. I do it all, from clean girl makeup, full glam, Halloween looks. We do everything. Let's see. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What else? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My makeup desk and my setup. No, I'm not going to show that right now because I'm also packing up. Because I'm going to be moving soon and I got stuff all over the place. So it's not, trust me, it's nothing to see right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, can I get a we ate? I normally close out by saying we ate down, and that we did. I feel like this one's so different, but I really like the way it came out for our alien look. So different. I feel like the alien that we have, she's super glam. She's super glam. Like, girl, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Because it couldn't have been outer space, baby. Where are you from? What's my makeup inspo on my face? So kind of like what I was saying, I do series. This is a galaxy themed series. We did a galaxy yesterday, so we did an alien today. Somebody said do a rocket ship / spaceship in tomorrow's look, so I'm definitely going to sit down and start planning that look too. But yes, can I get a we ate down? We did this. You guys are absolutely amazing with the recommendations. Like I said, let me put this in place. That looks so, so good. I am not mad at this. This looks really, really good. I wish I had like a complete black contact to really make this look like an alien. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I cover up the white of my eye, that would eat down. That would be so cool. Literally, like, that just looks really, really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start prepping for our next look. I thank everybody that tuned in and helped me create this look. I cannot wait to post the photos and share it with everybody. If you are here before you leave, please give this video a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me if you did. And we can start planning for tomorrow's look. But yes, so do I take appointments? Do I do weddings? So I know I stopped taking clients maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But I can teach you how to do everything yourself, so that way you don't got to spend the extra coins for that day. Can we get a hint about tomorrow's look? Yeah, rocket ship or spaceship. Either one of those. That's the hint for tomorrow's. So if you can, like I said, give this video a thumbs up. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribe, so that way you can tune in for tomorrow's look. Because the final look in this series, who knows what we're going to do, but we know it's going to be huge. But we get on every day at 12 p.m. my time, and I'm from Virginia in the U.S., so that could be maybe 6 p.m. your time, 5 p.m. your time, or it could be, let's see, I know California's 3 hours behind, so that's what, 9 o'clock in the morning. For others, it may be 11 o'clock your time, or others at 10. So me, yes, is there tomorrow? Yes, I will be live tomorrow at 12. So just depending on whatever your time zone is, go by that. So I get on at 12 my time. Yes, so I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. And be sure to subscribe. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, so that way we can get on to this next look tomorrow. And I'm going to go take some photos, and we're going to get into the look for tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.